everyone. It's Laura with Eastside Staffing. I hope you're having a great morning. So today I wanted to talk to you about a bias that shows up a lot in hiring and what I've been noticing about it. So the bias that we're going to be talking about is confirmation bias. So confirmation bias is basically defined as seeking evidence to back up our theories and philosophies that exist already in our minds. So I am not a psychologist, but I do know a lot that we look for things we know. It makes us comfortable if it's familiar. So when we're hiring, sometimes we're looking to confirm things we already believe. It kind of gives us that excitement that we're on the right track. So where I hear it, and I'm sure other recruiters have heard similar things, is it'll sound like, ooh, this person went to Harvard. I definitely know I'm gonna like them. I always like people from Harvard. Or, ooh, they worked at Goldman Sachs. I don't like anyone who's ever worked at Goldman Sachs. It's not the right culture for this organization. It's almost like they're looking to confirm their own belief, and so they don't have an open mind at all about this particular human being, this particular candidate. So talk about taking the humanity out of it. They're literally just looking at it as a lens of, does this back up and confirm what I already believe or not? It's a very dangerous slope, and what I tell all hiring managers is we all do it. So the key is not to judge ourselves when we do it, but just to address it and acknowledge it. So I love when I get to a point with the hiring managers I'm coaching where we can say to each other, okay, here's a bias that's been coming up for me. This is what I'm feeling. Can we explore it and get through it, right? Try to take some of the judgment out of it. What's been surprising me recently about confirmation bias is where else it's been showing up. So I was recently talking with a friend of mine, Jeffrey Shapiro, who's a corporate recruiter in New York. I met him through Twitter. He's really amazing and very focused on workplace kindness and loves psychology of work. So we always talk about these issues. And I was telling him about my recent introductory note video, which you probably saw a few videos back, and how I've been sending out hundreds of introductory notes since March to HR leaders, and I'm hearing back from so few. And I told him I'm really working on not taking it personally, just like I give everyone else that same advice. But it's just been perplexing to me why people aren't really open to connection. And Jeffrey said, well, it's confirmation bias. They're probably going into it thinking, oh, it's from a recruiting firm owner. She's probably aggressive and pushy and salesy. You know, that's what I believe about recruiters. So I'm automatically assuming that's what Laura is like. And I thought, wow, I've never thought of confirmation bias creeping into networking, connecting, building relationships, but for sure it does. So I challenge each of us this week to think about ways that we can try and catch our confirmation bias when it comes up and say, am I keeping an open mind to actually get to know this person, or am I just trying to confirm views that I have that I believe, which frankly might be outdated beliefs that we have to unlearn. I mean, it might be things that we need to shed anyway. So think about it. We are all human beings with voices and things to say and things to share, and so I think if we can take some of the confirmation bias out, we'll be more open-minded and ready for meaningful connection. Have a great week. See you soon.